It's finally happening, fellas. The Crayon Eater Promo by Alpha Investments Rudy coming out this Friday at like 9 p.m. EST, if I'm not mistaken. But we're just going to take a look here and press play. That way you guys can see the card itself. So this is one of 4 promo cards available in this bundle that he's going to be doing. So in here, let me go back to the camera. So as you guys just saw, so this is Rudy's red crayon. That right there is Rudy's red crayon. Okay, there are a total of 4 promos, as I mentioned. There's a red crayon, a blue crayon, and a green crayon, and then of course there is Rudy the Crayon Eater. Now Rudy just dropped this Patreon like exclusive video or peek last night. He dropped a video talking about MTG Finance and some other stuff where he actually divulged what the story is behind the Crayon Eater, set, or not set, but promos that he and his family created. So his wife, and his son created these cards. They actually drew them because this is going to be a bundle for fan art blisters, but his are going to be special. So that's why. So he got delayed several months because of it. But his are, instead of getting the standard promo like the bookmark that you can see in the fan art blisters, you're going to be able to get these type of cards. So there's a red crayon, a blue crayon, a green crayon, and again the actual Rudy the Crayon Eater. And so essentially, according to Rudy, this is supposed to make like kind of like a picture that extends, or I don't know if it's like side to side type of thing, and the pictures all connect, or if it's like an Exodia type of thing where you got like 1, 2, 3, 4. But essentially, this is actually handmade by his family. So that's pretty cool, man. So his son was 7 at the time. I believe this is his card. That's his son's card, Michael's card. His wife has made one. And this is supposed to be the most exclusive Rudy promo thus far. Prior to this, the most exclusive one was actually Rudy Claus, which has tanked in value, man. And so that's kind of it's one of those things where they started off really high because you could only get those Rudy Clauses in the 6.9 anniversary boxes along with the Rudy Nice Metal. And Rudy Claus was like $400, $300, $400. It's come down to about $200, between $150 to $200, give or take. And now's the time to kind of purchase those harder to get cards. In this bear market, it's the time. For those of you who have known me and have seen me on this channel, I took a break because I had too much life stuff going on. Really good stuff though, but nothing bad. But I've been slowly acquiring Kickstarter cards, and mainly I just started my Kickstarter set, the non-hollow cards, slowly buying Seance, finally buying Seance a year after the fact, and then transitioning over to native. Now that prices have significantly come down, I can actually buy a complete Seance and native set for what would have cost for the price of one last year. So yeah, man, this is the time. But basically, I want to make a quick video explaining Rudy's awesome new promo. Again, they go live on Friday. I don't think there's going to be too many of these bundles. Maybe what, 1,000? Maybe not. I mean, typically his Rudy bundles were between 1,000 and 2,000. Based on this bear market, it's probably maybe 1,000. Don't quote me on it. But assuming that it is just 1,000, and assuming that there are 4 promos and they each have the same amount of chance that you can receive, that would mean that each one of these cards, there's only 250 made. And I can already tell that Rudy the Crayon Eater will probably, obviously, have a premium over the red crayon, the blue, and the green crayon. So this is going to be fun, man. We'll see how many bundles Patreon can purchase. If it's a reasonable price, I might get 2 bundles. That way I can try to hunt for the Crayon Eater. And then, of course, if I get more than one, I'd sell it, recoup some of the cost there. But part of this bundle will be the fact that he's going to be doing like a Metazoo through time So you're gonna get other small products. He's saying it's not gonna be expensive. We'll see. I feel like 300 for this bundle is more than enough. He might do 400. I think 300 would be fair, considering he's going to be including 4 blister packs in that plus old product. So we'll see. It's supposed to be pretty cool, man. I'm excited for it. I'm actually going to be here for that Friday night drop. I missed out on the sorcery beta. Granted, I have alpha. I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can. I got some alpha boxes through the Kickstarter, but I wanted to get that sweet promo, so I'm really looking forward to this one. But yeah, again, just really interesting thing that Metazoo allowed him to do with this fan art set, the 2022 fan art set. Man, it's exciting. It's fun, dude. And so I know there's been a lot of negativity regarding, Metazoo in general and the market, and people are like, oh, it's dead and this and that. And dude, at the end of the day, man, just collect what you like, y'all. Like, if you like the cards, you like the cards. Just have fun collecting them. For collectors like me, like, dude, this is great. I can buy cards that I've been eyeballing for so long at very cheap prices. Metazoo's not going anywhere anytime soon. Sure, there's a lot of controversies that have happened, especially this month and generally this year. It's just artists leaving recently, and change of leadership, and then you got all the product delays. God, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If Metazoo did not have product delays, I would be pre-ordering. The fact that there are so many product delays, I can't pre-order. I got burned with the native kit. You try canceling, they don't let you. After that, I just decided I'm not going to be pre-ordering any more product. If it releases, cool, and they have it in hand, cool. I will gladly pay for it. Otherwise, I'm not pre-ordering. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same way. But besides the product delays and all that, like, dude, like, Metazoo's future is pretty bright, man. Like, the manga, it just dropped. It looks sick. I'm really excited to purchase the physical version of the manga when it releases. It's supposed to be releasing next year. I think they were shooting, if I'm not mistaken, it was supposed to be like early next year. I may be wrong. But I'm looking forward to that. That way I can put it up there with my other graded graphic novel. These are actually be comic book sized, so that's going to be cool. But so much negativity, but dude, it's a game, man. Like, have fun with it, enjoy it. If you like the cards, collect them, look at them. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, taking a break from YouTube and taking a break from purchasing Metazoo for a few months has actually been a blessing in disguise, because in the chaoticness of moving into a new home and getting married life started and all the adult stuff, that you are never really truly prepared for, it has allowed the market to come down. It has allowed me to actually complete sets that I didn't think I was going to be completing. For example, Hero Quest 1. Dude, I am like 10 cards away. From completing Hero Quest 1, and I've already got the big hitters. I already got Mothman. I already got Hero. Like, those two are probably the most expensive cards in the set. Now I got like all the small ones. So I'll be literally hopefully done with that set by the end of this year. I still got a couple cards to trade for Hero Quest 1. But other than that, I'll probably just be purchasing them. I think it's only like $150 worth of cards that I need for my binder for Hero Quest to be complete. Like, this is the time to take advantage of that. So yeah, fellas, like, that's basically it. Like, don't give in. Don't give in to the negativity. Enjoy it. At the end of the day, these are card games. These are collectibles you're meant to enjoy. Looking at them, you're meant to enjoy collecting them. Yes, having financial incentive to collect and having financial incentive to hold your collection and all that, it is nice. It is nice knowing that you can turn around and sell some Metazoo product without any issues. And I get the liquidity is a problem with Metazoo right now, and that's fine. It's what's the thing? It's like, and by the way, excuse me. I'm all congested here, but most new businesses fail within the first 5 years. Okay, And that's a statistic that is pretty dang accurate, right? Metazoo's only been here since what, 2020? So they have 3 years under their belt. By all means, a company who has gone from the Kickstarter only having a couple, what was it, like a few thousand, like 14,000 or 13,000 dollars in backing, to now being a company less than like what, 3 or 4 years later, being partnered with Hello Kitty, being partnered with Hot Topic. Getting into Hot Topic is a huge one, because Hot Topic is like, Hot Topic has so much popular culture, like pop culture stuff, right? And all the teens and all the kids, dude, they love going into Hot Topic to look at the new pops and new t-shirts and new anime stuff, right? The fact that Hot Topic will be actually getting, Kuromi's Cryptid Carnival, like, this is just the first step between Hot Topic and Metazoo. Like, you're probably gonna get blisters. You're probably gonna get Hot Topic exclusive drops, just like Funko Pop. You got Hot Topic exclusive Funko Pops. You got Hot Topic exclusive T-shirts and mugs and all this stuff, right? It's only a matter of time before Metazoo does the same with them, if this partnership continues to be fruitful. Now, we haven't seen yet how Kuromi Cryptid Carnival is going to be, I guess, received. From the looks of it, people are pretty stoked about it. Personally, I got 2 collector's boxes. I figured I'd keep one and, maybe open the other. I'm thinking of just keeping both sealed for now, because prices on that is, look, people came in with the expectation that they were going to be limited, and that, because prior to all eBay drops, prior to Kuromi's Cryptid Carnival, they all had a certain amount. Like, for example, like 5,000 print run, 7,000, or I think it was just 5,000, 7,000 print run. So I figured too, that Kuromi's Cryptid Carnival's collector's edition would actually be that exclusive and actually worth purchasing. Granted, because of the economy, I think only like 1,000 boxes actually sold of the actual collector's boxes. But the problem is they're still up, and people were upset that they were still up. They were expecting them to get taken down. So, I might keep both sealed and just say, roll the dice, and maybe one day when they go up in value, I sell one of them and keep the other one. Or I just say, screw it, I take the loss, and I just get out of Kuromi's Cryptid Carnival, because there's just so much product coming out that honestly just interests me more than Metazoo's Cryptid Carnival set. Especially, like, look, there's a lot of there's a lot of Hello Kitty fans out there. There's a lot of Metazoo and Hello Kitty fans out there. Yes, the Comic-Con promos were doing extremely well, and I think that's what happened. You see those prices, and people get excited for that, because they think, like, finally there's going to be something worth value. Like, and at least that's the way I saw it, right? But I'm not a fan of it, dude. Like, I'm not a fan of Metazoo's. I'm not a fan of Hello Kitty's. Like Hello Kitty in general. I know plenty of people who are, and that's cool. I'm glad you enjoy it. For me, it ain't it, Chief, right? But it's still, even if I don't like it, like, I don't have to like every product. Like, you don't have to like every product. Like, if anything, I'm more excited for, like, the SCP set. But even that, again, I'm not pre-ordering. I'm not going to pre-order until people have it in hand. And typically what happens, and I hate to say it, until they get down their logistics, and until they get down their product runs with certain sets, SCP will probably release. It will likely go down in price, and then it'll start climbing up again slowly, like we have seen in the past, unless there's a specific print run cutoff, which we haven't heard of. And honestly, it's probably smart that they don't do that. I feel like when you tell people the print run, like right up front before you release the product, you get all this hype and FOMO, and then the prices don't reflect that, right? Like, it's a whole different thing. Like, when let's say you have a 5,000 print run for SCP, and you only sell 3,000. Well, you don't have to do the other 2,000. You can just make it exclusive, leave it like that, and then all of a sudden you got a 1 of 3,000 SCP mini box set or whatever that is now worth more money to the collector, and to the actual supporters of Metazoo who pre-ordered and things like that. So I don't know how. I mean, granted, you want to make sales as a company, like it's all about you. You got to make money, bro. You got to make money. So I hope that going forward, now that we're near the end of the year, now with Thanksgiving around the corner and Christmas and New Year's and all that good stuff, I hope that 2024 is a better year for Metazoo, logistics-wise, community-wise, collectors-wise, and of course, gameplay-wise. I know that that's a big sticking point. A lot of LGSs do not want to support Metazoo, and I know that's been a kind of like a thorn on people's side. The fact that they can't just simply go to their LGS and play some Metazoo every week with their friends or weekends with their friends because their store just doesn't carry product anymore. Their stores got burned with the massive print runs, and I'm hoping 2024 is a better year for that. I'm sure they've learned to adjust their print runs accordingly, and we're probably going to see a year, 2024, where their print runs are going to be even smaller. I don't see them going as much as... I really can't see them going as much as native. Yes, the price is stable, but their MSRP is $140. So, if you're trying to reach that point, you're going to have to cut a little bit more. And I believe native's print run was, 50,000 boxes like Nightfall. But then you got Nightfall, the second set, $60, selling right now on TCG Player, $65. And granted, you don't have those big hits like you did in native. You don't get those, and that is probably what's holding up the price so much. So could we see 25,000 print run like we did for Crypto Nation 1 in 2024? Maybe. That's a possibility, especially on some of the core sets. Demand it. 2024 is going to be a pretty rough year economically wise, from what I've been reading and hearing and listening to and all that good stuff. 2024 is going to be a pretty rough economic downturn. Like, it's finally going to, all the interest rates finally going to catch up to everybody. Right now they're saying the economy's pretty bad too, and inflation's at an all-time high, crazy inflation numbers. Like, you go to like H-E-B, Walmart, or whatever, you try to get some groceries, and something that would cost you like, I don't know, $60 a few years ago is now like $100, and you're like, okay. So it's going to be a rough 2024 for everything. Will Metazoo adjust their print runs? I think they will. I think they're going to be forced to, because other than the partners, you don't have too many LGSs that are actually carrying this product. So we'll see. I don't think there's... granted, I know they have the store locator, but at least locally, I don't think locally in the Austin area, I've only been to a couple of them, and I think several of them have actually just stopped carrying Metazoo past like Wilderness or Native, or I think it was past Wilderness and UFO for most. So it's gonna be a rough 2024, but it's also gonna be a great time to catch up on your collections. Like, honestly, guys, everything is short term. Everything is short term. This is not gonna be a long term position, especially with all of the collaborations that Metazoo has coming up. All of the partnerships with major retailers like Hot Topic and TCG Player / eBay, even though that drop was not as successful as they anticipated it to be, that's still a really, really good indicator for the future, man. That's really awesome. The fact that they have these industry partnerships already in place, it's going to bode well for them. So as long as they play their cards right with the audience, us, get the core sets down, get the print runs adjusted accordingly. Make your collectible card game collectible. Make it worth collecting. Make it something fun. It is great collecting right now. It is a phenomenal time again to buy up and start finishing up those sets that you couldn't or you didn't want to finish because of the prices from a couple years back or a year ago. Now's the time for that. And a year from now, at the end of 2024, we'll see how it's going. By then we'll have we're going to have War. We're going to have, 7 Seas. And then we're going to be going into Yokai Island. At the rate we're going, I would not, if they can actually release War like in early February or March, then I can totally see them doing 7 Seas in the summertime and then Yokai Island for a Halloween set. That would be like the base set Yokai Island. That would be pretty cool. That's I'm stamping it. Yokai Island, October 2024, just in time for Halloween. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. It better come. It better come. It sounds really fun, man. What better way than to, one, start Metazoo's new block with yokai, creepy critters that just so happen to be right on Halloween. It's perfect. People love the Metazoo Halloween set. So, or maybe it's another SCP set. Who knows? Regardless, they got to keep adjusting. They got to keep progressing. They got to keep evolving, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't, if you're trying to get liquidity from your Metazoo and you're trying to, like, you know, because I get it, dude. Times are tough, but you know, if you're trying to get liquidity, it's rough right now for Metazoo. Others, not so much. You can sell sorcery like this right now. It's like hotcakes. So, you know, that's where the majority of people are upset. It's the fact that they bought so much Metazoo at peak prices, and now that the market has gone down and they can't sell it, and it's too much supply, not enough demand. And that's what people don't like. So, and I get it, but that's why this is just a hobby. This isn't meant to subsidize or your savings or your investments and this and that. It's a card game. It's meant to be fun. Yes, over time it will grow in value. Typically, statistically, in the market, typically will go up, you know, over time. So, and it's not all doom and gloom. Some Metazoo product has stayed pretty stable. I forgot who mentioned it. I think it was like Metazoo's 30th, like the smaller, you know, exclusive sets have been doing pretty well. So, again, it's not all doom and gloom, but I've been rambling on for like 22 minutes, and I apologize. But basically, don't lose hope. Enjoy your card games. Enjoy Metazoo. Enjoy sorcery. Enjoy Flesh and Blood. Enjoy Magic. At the end of the day, you're doing it because you enjoy the hobby, not because you're trying to make a quick buck. If you're able to make a quick buck with your hobby, that is a perk. And it's not guaranteed. You know, so wish me luck for Friday. I'm hoping I can get one or two kits from Rudy to see and test our luck about pulling the Crayon Eater, and I look forward to sharing it with you guys. Thanks so much. Sorry for the long video. I just figured let's talk about Rudy's Red Crayon and Crayon Eater, plus some market talk or analysis of Metazoo's current slate of things. So thanks so much, guys. Keep your head up. It's going to be a rough 2024. Y'all got this. Stay strong. It's going to be fine. You're going to weather the storm. At the end of the day, do not just sell out of Metazoo because, if you're going to get pennies on the dollar for your product, you might as well just keep it somewhere. Let a year or two go by and then just watch things, man. It should go up slowly but surely. It'll go up. The time of the free tendies is over, but it's fine. The ride was fun while it lasted. And now we can enjoy our cards and enjoy some of the money we made during that long ride and drive off into the sunset. See y'all later.